the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world.
Happy Monday. We're putting together Lee's car. The finishing things now. It's already made power. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. So all the finishing touches. And mounting this. Putting the bumper back on. Make sure the exhaust is all nice and lined up. And setting up the suspension. I don't know, are we putting the wheels on it? So yeah, we'll wait till the wheels and tires come back and then we'll set up the height and everything. So maybe today we'll finish it, hopefully. I'm by myself today, so there's no David. So maybe I'll finish it.
No, I gotta step away. Gotta stand back. Like 10 feet, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Monday. I made my list. Got a lot of things to do today. But it's all good. We're hitting it. We're hitting it strong. This is John Chan's car. John Chan's car was originally a stage 1. Then we made it an Elite 1500, which is an Elite 1500, as you guys know. Fully done transmission. A little bit more boost than normal. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this puppy up today. It is very, very cold here. It is windy, it is cold. I'm uncomfortable because I'm so cold. I'm trying to shake it, but the bright side, I get to sit in the car with a heater. Ooh, it's 52 degrees. It's cold. It's 52 degrees outside. It is colder in the building than it is outside.
For sure.
So it's probably like low 40s in here.
44 miles on the dash. Well, on the odometer.
For sure you're talking
No?
This fool? He's the only fool I actually trust with my cars in the shop.
Oh yeah.
He takes care of them, but I know you'd be ripping them.
No.
No, oh no.
Bro,
I'm gonna ask you one more time, fool. Do you rip my R6?
I mean, I get a few pulls, like very, very little pulls,
Oh,
you know?
oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
From like here to like Seb's, you know?
Oh yeah.
You know, like, you know? Oh, for sure. I go saber in the truck and then feeling this.
So we're gonna wrap it. I just don't know what color to wrap it. What do you think we should wrap it?
You should probably do,
The top comment wins.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Top comment. Whatever you guys think we should wrap it. Let's
and if they want to work together with like a wrap, then we can do that too. You know?
if somebody wants to wrap my car, be on video, let me know.
Seb's or what? Seb's?
Yeah, water.
Water?
Lots of water. We need to stay hydrated. I am on my health kick. Not kick, but I'm really trying to focus to staying healthy, hydrated, you know, go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week.
Good and loser, we're going to the Seb's. Hey, she hooked it up, dude. We got Boyle over here, about to put some E85, and this beautiful Performante. We got Burley. So what's up?
What up, yo? Man, a full type of day porting. Just you know, get these shipped out to y'all. I think it's nice. It came out nice, right? Yeah, she's pretty.
All right, so everyone always asks to like show more in depth of like what we do when we're on the dyno. So what we first do when we put a Motec in the car is we load essentially calibration. Now all these setups are very similar, so you know I have our packages from all our different packages we've already developed. So I'll load calibrations based on what this car is. So we'll start with injector size for the port, wastegate spring in the wastegates, turbo sizing, and then depending on the transmission build, it'll be the biggest factor in how much power the car yields. The turbo kit, the fuel system, the Motec is all good for, you know, on like these 1700 horsepower. So it's all in the transmission. So load the calibrations. First things I look for is just make sure all the main sensors are working okay. Map sensors, you know, making sure that the vacuum is where it needs to be when it's idling, that the variance from one side to the other, which is bank 1 and bank 2. Essentially what we do is when we tune these things, we tune 2 engines. So you have one side and the other side, and each side has equal amount of sensors. So we make sure that the variance is pretty damn even to one another. Then I start driving it on the dyno and essentially just make sure that the fuel trims are pretty good from one side to another. And then Once all that's good, then I do what's called the wastegate hit. Okay, which I'm gonna do now. Wastegate hit is, remember, so whatever spring that's in the wastegate, it's the lowest power we can make. Okay, now, you can make even less power if you do torque reductions, right? So, but we're not doing no torque reductions. What we do is we start with what it makes on the gate and then go from there. So yeah, so right now, I'll make sure that we have enough fuel. The fuel content is good, meaning the ethanol content is above at least 75%. Yeah, so let's make a wastegate hit and let's see what it does. And then from there, I slowly turn it up until I enter the end of the number that I want. This car is 1500, it's an elite 1500, so that's where we're gonna stop. So let's get to it. What I'll do is, everyone's got their own style of doing things, right? So I'll name the file John Tran wastegate, WG wastegate hit. Once I do that, I pull the file in our data logging software, and then I just overlook things. So like the most common things, the first things I'm gonna look at is boost variance. So I make sure that it's seeing equal amount of boost from bank 1 to bank 2. So the teal line and the orange line are my boost reference, and they see damn near the same, 8.6, 8.4. So at peak it makes 9 and close to 10 pounds, and then it just tapers off on the gate about 8.5. Okay. Then we got, I'll quickly look at this and make sure the fuel trims are good, fueling is good. Temperature, air temperature. I don't really look at injector stuff yet because we're not leaning into power. But right here, the DI is using about 54%, and then the port injector is using about 36%. As you increase the horsepower, the duty cycle for the port injector becomes higher, and the duty cycle for the DI becomes a little lower. You don't want to run that too high. So now what I'll do is I'll turn the boost up, and then we keep going from there.
So today we got our 8Y RS3 on the lift. We do some Unitronic upgrades to it. We have the Unitronic high flow catted downpipe and the Unitronic direct fit intercooler. That's about it. I have to think. I'm still asleep, and it also does not cause a CEL, aka check engine light. So even though there's no tuning available right now, we can get everything ready, get the hard part out of the way. That way, when the tuning is available, all we're gonna do is plug in, flash it, not have to worry about putting the car back on the lift, pulling it apart. So that's really nice. Like I said, 8V downpipe from Unitronic fits the 8Y RS3 perfect and does not cause a CEL. Obviously, the intercooler won't cause a CEL. I think they also offer mid pipes. I believe they're working on the fitment for the intake, and I know they offer a dogbow mount for these cars as well. So for right now, we're just gonna do downpipe and intercooler.
Bartender.
Hey, somebody commented one time, was like being as far as with the washer fluid about me not wanting to spill it. And it's like, if you can't not spill washer fluid, like you shouldn't be f***ing with anything, right? It's just sloppy shit. What?
God, the pressure's on now.
Like if you can't not spill washer fluid, then I'm not letting you touch anything on f***ing else.
Hey Johnny, you want
No.
Like a little what? Spill everywhere.
No, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. There you go.
Curly, should we do this post first? I mean, this photo first? Or should we do that one?
Not that one. That's
This one, huh?
fire.
Well, we probably install a second can in that motherfucker.
downpipe installed and an intercooler installed. No check engine light, as you can see with the downpipe. No, it probably doesn't do anything amazing on the stock ECU, but all the hard work's done, so when tuning is available, we just get to plug it in, flash it, and go rip around. It's definitely more aggressive sounding. It does feel a little bit more responsive for sure. And then with the intercooler, you don't have to worry about the heat soak with the tiny stock intercoolers, so it'll make more power for longer, basically, or full power for longer, which is, you know, what everybody wants. Yeah, 10 out of 10 fitment, went nice and smooth. Definitely recommend if you guys are gonna do this yourselves or try to do this yourselves, which I don't see how you could without a lift. Need the drive shaft tool removal, or drive shaft removal tool, which Unitronic also sells. So yeah. As always, shout out to Mark and John at Unitronic for getting us these parts over quickly. Awesome guys, thank you again. And I'm gonna go rip around in this thing tonight.
No.